Great Stories by Kevin Hinks. Think about them. We've had Owen and Sheila Ray the Brave. Yesterday we talked about how these books were the same and how they were different. Sometimes when we read books by the same author, we like all of the books that author writes, and sometimes we like some of them. Today and tomorrow we'll write book reviews about the books we've read by Kevin Hinks. To start today, we'll write sentences that tell how we feel about the books. And then tomorrow we will write sentences that tell why we like the books. We know that authors write sentences, and each sentence has a subject, and the subject is the person or the animal or the thing that the sentence is mostly about, but each sentence also has a predicate, and the predicate tells what the people or the animals or the things do. So over here we have a list of words, of phrases, and we're going to decide if they belong in a subject box or in our predicate box. Okay, so right here I have like both books. Now, is that a person, an animal, or a thing? No, it's describing to us something that a person, animal, or thing can do. So I'm going to put it over here in our predicate box. Okay, the red box is our predicate box today. This one says I. Is I a person, a place, or a thing? Yeah, it's a person, right? It's you, I. All right, so that's going to be definitely a subject. This one says like Owen. Now, Owen is a person, animal, or thing, but like Owen is telling us something that someone can do, right? They can like Owen. You can like Owen. I can like Owen. He can like Owen. And this one says like Sheila Ray. That's a predicate too, right? All right, so we have one subject and three predicates, it looks like. Now, we can make a sentence by taking any subject and any predicate and putting them together. Now, some of the sentences might be silly, right? But we can still give it a try. Now, I only have one subject today, so I'm going to keep it on my subject line. I can't trade it out with anything else. I could come up with some different ones, but this is what we have to work with today. So we know our subject is always going to be what? What's this? I. We learned that letter last week, right? All right, so over here, let's take our first predicate. Okay, this predicate says like both books. So this is a good sentence. It says I like both books. Now, to make it a perfect sentence, it has to start with a capital letter, which this one does because I by itself is always a capital. But what does it need to end with? A period, and that's just a little dot. Okay, so let's read. I like both books. Let's do it again. I like both books. All right, so that's one sentence that we have that's good, right? Let's try a different predicate. Let's say I like Owen. Read that with me. I like Owen. And there's our period right there. So that's a good sentence, right? Now let's try the next one. I like Sheila Ray. Do it again. I like Sheila Ray. One more time. I like Sheila Ray. Good job. All right, so we have three good sentences, right, that we could come up with. I like Sheila Ray. I like Owen. I like both books. Now we can use these sentences to tell people how we feel about our books, our opinion on the books. That's called a book review. Remember, an opinion tells people how you feel about something. So I want you to stop and think out loud. Did you like Owen, Sheila Ray, or both books? Stop and think and say it out loud. Which one was your favorite? You know what? If I'm being honest, I think I kind of like Sheila Ray the best. Okay, so that's what my sentence is going to say. I want to write the sentence, I like Sheila Ray. Say that sentence with me. I like Sheila Ray. Now I'm going to go to the next page and I'm going to write the sentence, I like Sheila Ray. All right, so we're going to write the words, I like Sheila Ray. That's the sentence we want to write. There are 4 words. Let's count them. I like Sheila Ray. Do it again. I like Sheila Ray. Now, to help me remember how many words I need to write down, I am going to draw a line for each word. So I need 4 lines. Help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good job. Now I've got a space between each word, right? Because I know there's a space between words. Okay, I've got 1 line, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 lines for 4 words. Now I want to touch each line while I say the words in my sentence. Remember our sentence? I like Sheila Ray. Let's do that again. I like Sheila Ray. Do it again. I like Sheila Ray. All right, so now that we know that we have 4 lines for 4 words, we're going to go word by word and write them down. Some of them will be sight words, so we'll know how to spell them, and some of them won't be sight words, and we'll have to sound them out and listen for the first sounds for now, okay? What is my first word that I need to write? I, that's right, I, that's easy, it's just a letter. It's also a sight word, and we know that when I is by itself is always a capital letter. All right, so here's my capital I right here. All right, now what's my next word? Like, I like. That's a sight word too. So I'm going to come right here and write the word like. Do you remember how to spell like? L-I-K-E, like. That was our sight word from last week. So now so far we have our sight word sentence. This is a good sight word sentence. I like. What's my next word need to be? Sheila Ray. Now I'm going to listen for the first sounds of Sheila Ray. The first word is Sheila. When I say Sheila, the first sound I hear is sh, and that's 2 letters. We haven't learned that yet. That come together. That's S-H. What else do you hear in Sheila? Sh-E-La. Sheila. Do it with me. Sh-E. Ooh, E. That's probably an E. That sounds right. Sh-E-La. La. That sounds like 2 sounds. La. L-A. Okay, that would be what I would write for Sheila. Those are the sounds I hear. So now I have I like Sheila Ray. What's the first sound in Ray? R, right? Ray. If that's all I heard, that's where I would stop. But I think I can pull out another sound. Get your arm out with me. Say Ray. R. You already have that sound. What do we need next? A. A. Oh, there's an A. Now what do I need to put at the end of my sentence to make this a perfect sentence? A period, which is just a dot, right? All right, now today you're going to write your opinion, and tomorrow you're going to tell me why you wrote what you wrote, if you like the book that you chose. All right, so you're going to decide, are you going to write, I like Sheila Ray, I like Owen, or are you going to write, I like both books? Remember the words I and like are sight words. That makes a sight word sentence. That makes it a little bit easier. And then if you can only hear the first sound in the next words, that's perfect. You always start with your lines and then you go sight word by word, decide if it's a sight word or if you need to sound it out. Can't wait to see it.